And as I'm fond of saying, and God is not, as Shakespeare said, man writ large. His ways are not our ways. He's doing it His way. He's not asking for our permission. He's not even asking for our cooperation. He's doing it. He's doing all of it. And it's wonderful. This is of the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes.
And what you do believe is very important. We are not saying that believing is not important. What we're saying is our relationship with God is expressed by believing because of His faith.
Yeah.
His faith is the gift. His faith is operating everything. Imagine the faith of God, not the faith of man or woman, the faith of God. Just think about that. And the invigoration, the strengthening, the excitement, the energy that comes because of the faith of God in you, because of God's faith in you. The strength, the invigoration, the excitement. We're not talking about sitting idly by. We're not talking about being indifferent. We're talking about being crucified with Him and risen with Him. Only the new creation is carried forward. And that is what we're talking about here. We want to hear what you believe because it's important. We are just saying that realize where your believing comes from. Realize that this is about freedom. True believing, those things given to us through God's choice, the Apostle Paul. True believing, coming out of the faith, the perfect faith, the unquestionable faith of God Himself. So guys, what's shaking in your everyday life?
Yeah.
Because this is what's shaking in our everyday life. He empowers us because we no longer live, and entirely only because of the grace of God, because of His faith.
I'm one of those people. I kind of had the Saul of Damascus experience. I went in a church, this little Pentecostal church, just to mock. If I had the courage to do it, I was going to just mock him. And the Lord met me there. He just knocked me on my can. I was given the gift of faith. I was just sat there just going, this is true. He's for real. And I was absolutely blown away. What happened very quickly after that, though, or even simultaneously with it, was I was then exhorted to choose God, to accept Him, to surrender to Him. Folks, I didn't do any of those things. I put up a fair show of it for quite a few years and did the church thing and pastored and planted churches even. But I didn't choose God. I didn't accept him, and I didn't surrender. I was a dead man. I didn't have a clue. He chose me. And it says that he did it before Adam even got to set foot on this planet. In his foreknowledge, he chose me. He knew what was coming. He chose for me to be in that little Pentecostal church on the west coast of America. And he gave me the gift of faith. Like I said, the religious system tried to co-opt it, and I played along with it, either because of the fear of the faces of men or because I wanted to take credit for being smart enough to make the right decision and save myself from eternal hell. But that's not what really happened. He put his spirit in me, and I believed. I realized he was for real. I realized. And now he who's begun that work in me is faithful to complete it. He's going to do whatever he wants to do with my life, and he's doing it now. My accepting, my surrendering, my choosing is a total vanity, because I was dead. And now I live by the life and the faith of Jesus Christ. That's liberty. People can protest and go, I'm not a robot. No, you're not. We have to stand by the word of God. What we are is clay, and he is the potter. This is dynamic, it's ongoing, but he's done the work, he's doing the work, he will complete it, and he'll get all the glory. We won't get any, and we don't want it. What we're going to be left with is just sheer gratitude and worship. A life of true thanksgiving for everything that we are, for everything that we have been, for everything that we will be. And that includes every other human being. Everybody has their place in this incredible adventure that we're all on. I'm blown away. Or I should say, my carnal mind is always blown away by this. It can't handle it. It's tilt. You want to think of a word, think of infinity, and your mind's going to go on the fritz immediately. We can't embrace that. Or eternal. Or even the fact that each of us, mortal, we're all going to die. Yet we're all going to be immortal. How about that?